Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, and welcome back to Gonzo Ewok channel for a very bit of a shaky start, that one.
A very bit of a shaky start.
I'm Gonzo.
I am Ewok.
And together we are playing
Geordie Space Program!
So, what are we doing?
Well, in our last episode, we set off on a rescue mission to rescue Wendy, who was trapped on the moon, and also bring back science data from the surface of the moon. So we got into a circular orbit around the moon with a craft designed, well, what's left of the craft is now designed to be both a lander and return stage to bring both Jeb, the pilot, and Wendy, the currently stranded Kerbal, home.
Yeah, so this
before we nip back in, let's just quickly see if we've got any new contracts we can pick up.
Worth pointing out, if you haven't watched the previous episode, you're doing yourself a disservice because we are picking up right where we left off at the end of last one.
That'll be hinted at by the fact that this has probably got part 2 or something in the title.
I'd hope so, but you know, it's probably a couple of weeks until we put this episode up. Yeah. We will forget, most likely.
Nip back and watch it because it was probably... It was good in terms of I actually said stuff that was useful to people who might be players of Kerbal Space Program. I'm still reeling
from this revelation about the manoeuvre nodes and some of the things you can do to actually
to manipulate them. And, yeah.
So, we're back in. We're now over the surface of the moon. We're looking for Wendy.
So, there Wendy is. She's in that crater there.
Aye.
So, not perfectly
if we can get
equatorial.
Somewhere in that crater, though, it should be fairly easily.
Push it up a bit like that. Bring it in a bit, and we could come down like that. Now that's quite a steep descent, or that's the quick way.
Yeah.
The sensible way would be to reduce our orbit down a bit.
Okay.
Which I'll do because it won't take very long, and it's probably going to be a lot safer. Unfortunately, we're coming down on the dark side, and I don't think we've got lights.
We do not have light.
We could like time warp a long time into the future until the moon's around there. It's not that far into the future.
Be about a month, I would think. Like, I'm thinking just in terms of like actual Earth days. Moon's usually a 28, 30 day cycle, something like that. 28 days.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Kerbin's identical in terms of...
I don't know how long it would take, but I mean it's sort of based on like the Earth.
It's probably a sensible thing to do. Because we don't want to be touching down on the dark side without lights. It's very dangerous, and it won't take a lot of time because we'll just go at 10,000 times speed and whack it around.
Cool, that should be a good one. And again, like I've done in the past couple of episodes, to point out we are recording these all together. The past 2 episodes and this one have all been recorded at the same time. So again, if we don't address any comments you've made on the last 2 videos during this episode, it's because we haven't put them up at time of recording. Hopefully, though, if you have left a comment, you should have had that conversation with us at some point in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's hurting my head, even just contemplating that.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough us like trying to deal with 3-dimensional space without bringing time and relativity.
Fourth dimension and the audience at home. It's very confusing. So
you're very confusing.
I'm confused at the best of times. Never mind the worst. At the worst times, I just sit there crapping myself. So, what are we doing next?
I'm just
going around.
Getting that nice circular orbit of 30,000, which means it'll be a lot more precise when I pick the landing point. It means we have less time to the landing, but it means we'll be coming in slower by the end of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Less time to fall means less time to build up momentum.
Yeah, I like this. That's again been another problem that we've had traditionally when it's came to landings. But that's mainly because we've done ballistic targeted strikes at the moon from Kerbin, basically. That's always the way that we've done it previously. Past few times we have tried to do these parking orbits and bring it down gently, but never really managed it. We've got a bit of a shaky record when it comes to moon landings in general.
Now, because of the height, we can only warp at
that's going to take some time.
But what we can do is warp from the Space Centre.
Clever.
When it's not keeping track of all the nuanced physics of the craft.
Aye, I like it. So
we can pop here.
We want to basically get it exactly opposite of where it is now.
Well, we can look at them on.
Follow it around.
There we go. And now it has sunlight.
Oh, that's pretty good. I thought we were going to have to go all the way around, but no.
No, sun's over there, mate.
Nice. Yeah, it makes sense if you want something to be lighter, you should point it towards the sun.
Rather than point it towards the planet.
Yeah, that would kind of be like a curving eclipse. You'd have the sun trying to shine through the planet.
It would be nice to see.
It would look gorgeous, but would be freaking pitch black.
I told you that wouldn't take long, and for the sake of Jeb and Wendy's safety, that is really tall, that craft. And
can we not get that out yet?
Oh, yay! It's working
That
now.
was driving my OCD mental, the fact that it was 3 out, and just one side where it didn't have it.
Right, so let's set maneuver node here. Just to get that inclination.
And then come right over the top of Wendy.
And come right over the top of Wendy in her F-home.
Yeah, you want to watch out for coming in the F-home. That's how unplanned babies are made.
Actually, I thought coming in the F-home was a good method of birth control.
No, that's the A-home.
You actually said it.
Yeah,
one of my work colleagues said he lets his son watch our programme.
We're sorry, son of Ewok's workmate. Well, let's be honest. Look, we're not an adult channel, but we're certainly not a kiddies channel either.
I did warn him that we do occasionally swear and say inappropriate things. And
yeah,
he said,
I've had a
he
few...
said, in the age of the internet and YouTube,
you've got to accept.
He can't stop his son watching. His son watches PewDiePie.
Oh well, he's a lost cause. Then sorry.
I don't like it, but I can't argue with the fact that people obviously do like that style of YouTube.
That means that we're in the minority. I mean, if you want, I'll just start screaming like some sort of idiotic. I was going to use a very bad word there, but I'll not.
Yeah, I mean,
if you want us to scream like an idiot, I can do that. And if you do like that, good for you.
I could do that, but it ain't my style. I'm far too chill for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So here we go again on our own.
It's nice to think that when I do scream at you, it's actually in anger. It's not staged. I am genuinely upset at you.
Now, you pointed out that using point towards retrograde might be really useful on landings, and it turns out it is.
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it?
Slowing down is really, really handy when you want to slow down and land.
So I'll add another manoeuvre node here and
bring her down.
Right
on top of Wendy.
Right on top of Wendy.
Like it.
I mean, it will not be exactly on top of Wendy. There will be... What we need to do is overshoot a tiny bit.
Overshoot Wendy.
But we'll be close enough that we're going to either move a little bit closer or Wendy can just EVA over.
We'll come first and then Wendy can come second.
So let's just pop over there.
I'm punalicious today. I'm enjoying these. I've got loads of double entendres going on.
Double your entendre.
Aye. That in itself, it's unbelievable. You can actually fit that into a double entendre.
Fit it in.
And that as well. Jesus. Here's us saying, oh, we don't want to be one of these people that appeals to lowest common denominator, easy, funny jokes about farting and sex and what have you, and then we'll go and say, oh, well, yeah, but the double entendre, fine with that. Yeah,
the double entendre
that's a higher form of wit.
It is a higher form of wit. It's not just saying boobies.
It's not, and I mean, it's not just screaming. Please never do that again. It's kind of like, well, a higher form of wit than screaming and pretending to be frightened. But, you know, each to their own. We'll stop sounding really bitter.
To be fair, most of the time I play Geordie Space Program, I am quite frightened.
Do you want to put them back in for a second?
Oh, sorry, mate.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. I don't want to detract from your role in this.
Put the legs out.
Okay, buddy. You're the boss.
I've got it written on a t-shirt and everything.
You do. I've got "That'll Do" written on my t-shirt, which unfortunately isn't clean at the moment because I had to get the new washing machine because the old one broke. So clean clothes are a rare commodity. I would have worn it today, you see, because you haven't seen mine, have you?
I think you showed us it. Not long after you got it delivered. To explain, I'm sure we've mentioned it in a previous video. If people are saying what the hell you're talking about,
we have Gonzo Ewok branded t-shirts.
Branded t-shirts, which are pretty snazzy. We had them made up especially for a LAN party we went to a few months ago.
Yes, so
yours didn't arrive in time, but I turned up wearing it, and it made me look like some sort of weird gay couple.
Well, just a gay couple, not weird.
It would be weird if one of them if one member of the couple was wearing a shirt saying like "we're together" and the other one's just dressed normally. That is a bit weird, regardless of hetero or homosexuality. That is a bit weird and slightly possessive.
Well, I suppose this is true. I was just worried about the way you phrased it. I don't think you phrased it particularly well.
I didn't mean
like
gay
putting
couples
weird and gay
weird.
right
I just meant that
other.
Would be a weird example of.
I know you don't think that, but I don't want YouTube to think that you. I don't want the 30 people watching this video to think that you think that.
That I'm some sort of horrible homophobe.
No.
on the plus side, quickly getting off that tangent, this looks quite nice with that little point at the top with the solar panels.
Now we're coming in quite
The
hot.
bits at the
I'm just going
side.
to pop that up. Yeah, I just wanted to see how quick I could cancel off
Aye.
the velocity there for when we need to do that.
And so far so good by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm just coming in gradually, slowly. People will have to be patient. Keep my eye on that radar altitude.
I'm just imagining Jeb just sitting
I mean, we're at least 17k up.
Yeah. But I'm just imagining Jeb just sitting like 2 inches away from the dial. There's all this majesty of space. in the
Actually, if
moon.
you look at our height compared to how far away Wendy is, it's pretty consistent, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Which means we're going to land exactly where she is.
It is looking like it, yeah, we're going to be very close to her. Well, you can see there's a pink splodge and a blue splodge. Is the blue splodge where we're coming down? What are those two? Oh, no, it'll be one's the flag and one's the...
Yeah, one's the flag
campsite.
and one's the pod.
Aye. Cool. Still coming down very nice. Try not to hit
Coming
burn
down
on the way
fast,
down.
so I'm just going to slow us down a little bit.
Yeah, we can do that. We can manage, I'm sure.
Because we don't want to come in too hot.
Got if anybody can hear crackling in the background, that's me super powered electric fag. I'm burning fizzy grape, which is as you know one of my go-to e-liquids. I do like my fizzy grape.
I love fizzy grape pop. It's one of my favourites.
I found out it's a particular kind of grape that's only grown in America, known as the Concord grape. And
So
that's
that
where
explains
that's
why-
that grape soda flavour.
That explains why you don't really get it so much in this country, apart from the places that stock,
Stock
specialist
American
American style stuff.
Or Jamaica, I think it's a really popular drink in the Caribbean as well. I think that's where most of it tends to come from. I think it's very, very popular there.
Right, we're coming down vertically now. I'm a little bit worried about
That ridge.
that ridge, so let's just pop ourselves over a little
I
bit.
think we're kind of drifting. I think we're going to come down in that crater, you know.
Actually, yes, we are. I think that'll be alright. If it's too steep, we'll pull up and try again.
Aye. Well, we've got the fuel. We're still sitting pretty in terms of doing this landing and coming home. I think we should be all right.
Yeah.
Are you confident about the return jaunt?
No.
Why not?
Because it's a new craft that we haven't done this particular mission with before.
Would the radiators not have been handy for the re-entry?
No.
No.
No real need to worry about the re-entry. Right, we are coming close to 1,000 metres up.
Yeah.
So let's think about where we're going to land. We're going to land at 1,650.
Cool. Coming down 40 odd metres a second. Looks as though it's on a slight hill, but not too bad. You're about 500 up now. Burning that speed off nice. See the shadow starting to creep up there from about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
I'll just push it so we're coming in perfectly flat.
Oh, it's tense. Tenseness
Get that
itself.
on the retrograde.
Go on, Jeb, do
Burn
your
some
bit.
speed off. Burn more speed off. Frantically burn more speed off.
It's okay, about 200 up. Crawling.
Yeah, we want to be crawling at this stage.
But that's nice. Just slowly coming down. Just maintain that rate of descent. There's some rocks. Try not to worry about them.
How's the angle looking? It looks alright, doesn't it?
Kind of hovering at the minute. Yeah, I think it is. It's on a slight slope, but it's not ridiculous. Just get ready to maybe do some some fancy footwork if you need to.
If I need to.
Aye, bring them back up because this is a bit of a slope. Not ridiculous though.
Nah, it's not too bad. It's quite a steep crater.
Aye. Hopefully it's not quite as bad as those edges of it we can see just in the background as the craft descends there. Jeb is off his chomp, absolutely loving it.
He does love it, doesn't he?
He does, aye. Ooh. Bit of a wonk, picking up a little bit of horizontal movement.
That's one way to get rid of it.
Aye. Nice. Coming down a bit more. You ready with your RCS as well? Slowly. Ooh, that's still... that is a little bit steeper than I thought it was going to be. That's not bad, you know. Ooh. Seeing lovely little plumes of dust being blown. It's fairly straight. That's alright. Down.
Down and down.
Oh, nicely done.
Right, we're 1.7k away. We can actually jump to it, which is great.
Get a jump out. Is there anything that's worth collecting in the remains of her pod?
Actually, that's a good point. Because we're in a crater, We might even be in a different biome.
She can collect some soil at the very least.
She can. Let's nip into the pod, just in case we haven't done a crew report.
I will double check.
Oh,
that's a bit of a glitch that we had last time. Getting launched off into space.
I've been getting that a lot, actually. Let's do a quick crew report. Yeah, we haven't done a crew report, which is great. We'll take the temperature with that thermometer. Have we got any science equipment in here? We do. We've got a goo canister.
Nice.
So we'll take the goo canister. And that's it in terms of science equipment.
I think it is. Right, Wendy, come on, get out, stretch your legs. We've came right over the top of you. Now it's your job to pick everything up and come home.
EVA report. Surface sample.
Nice 120 for that surface sample. Careful about hovering near the cockpit. We don't want it to fly up several hundred metres.
Take the data.
Cool.
Did I get the surface sample? I did.
Yeah, you did. I got about 120 signs for that. Nice. Now, how are you with doing the old EVAs?
Not too bad, Mara.
Cool. I've done this before where I've ended up going very, very quick and not being able to really slow down.
Now, you can't time warp with this, unfortunately.
No, we're managing all right. Look, if we count those as like, that was 17 when we started, it's now 15, 14. Just drifting over quite nice, 13. Keep an eye on your fuel as well.
Oh, there's no way we'll get close to running out of fuel on a jaunt like this.
Nah, but, just in case you start getting a bit space crazy, playing with your fuel. It's always worth keeping an eye out. Plus, it makes for good viewing. People seem to like having the numbers on there as well. But I think we're doing alright. I think we should be able to get in here and then make our land and get ourselves home. And this should still be quite a short episode, I think, when we'll come back. It's fairly easy getting back home as well.
Yeah, I mean, we can shoot straight back.
Aye.
Because we've only got the small heat shield, I think I might want to try and get an orbit around Kerbin if possible, rather than jump in.
Yeah.
If we don't have enough fuel, then we'll have to do a couple of rotations with a nice, safe gravity burn.
If that happens, much as we don't like doing it, it just means we might have to do a little bit of time warping and editing the video.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't help it, really. I mean, we did that probably about 4 or 5 episodes ago where we were doing that for 20 minutes.
It's better to be safe, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this is it. Much rather do this properly, especially when we've got Jeb on board. We've got a rescuee. I've always got a special place in my heart for the people we've rescued. It's like you've served your time. You've been up here for a good few months, sitting in a pile of your own feces, waiting to come home. You haven't complained. You haven't been on the phone every 10 minutes. You've just took one. Careful for that solar panel. I know it's not the end of the world if the break.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
That was the old touch the craft and it glitched to
glitch
hell.
in reverse. Please don't die, Wendy. Ooh.
That's a hell of a bump. Oh,
it's just trying to get up.
You know what I've noticed? The female Kerbals bounce a hell of a lot more than the male ones. I think that's really quite interesting.
Wendy, hold on to your legs.
This is like really glitchy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now we can't speed up time because that would
kill Wendy.
It would kill Wendy.
Wendy,
this is glitchy and horrible.
Wendy,
I'll quick save.
It was like a helmet came off.
What? There's
Wendy.
No reason this should be happening.
She's if anything picking up speed.
Yeah, crazy physics. I did quick save when she was in the air. What the hell is going on?
She's pulling some sweet stunts.
This can't be the way this ends.
No. I'd maybe do a quick load.
I'm worried that if I quick load it'll make it worse, but I'm not sure it could get
well,
any worse.
Yeah, she's just going to keep flying until one of these points ahead dashes off the bottom, so try a quick load. Come on, Wendy. She's sort of doing it again, isn't she?
Well, we've got the quick save, so let's time warp and see what happens. No, it cannot time warp while the ship is under acceleration.
You're not under acceleration, Wendy. Get with the program.
Well, sorry viewers, but I'm afraid you're just going to have to ride this one out until Wendy maybe comes to a stop. Hopefully comes to a stop.
Should we call a bit of a break here while we try and figure out what the hell's going on and then bring people back in if we get it under control?
Whoa! Did you see her arm there?
Yeah, there's lots of weird shit happening. A helmet keeps kind of flying out. I mean, she's gonna feel so ill.
I've got it. Stop spinning.
She's out again. That's not ideal.
Some crazy physics going on.
Oh, it's so annoying when stuff like this happens because we've done everything right and then the game
everything has been done right. She's rolled half a kilometre.
Yeah, game's fucked with the bum here.
Just slow him down.
Oh, there's a rock. Down. Will that rock have physics? Stop, Wendy. Go on.
You can do it. You can do it.
Go on, girl. Nice. Longest breakdance ever. Now, quick save. Right. Jeez. Okay.
We're going to try that again. What happened was I touched the ship and it did that thing where it shoots us at high speed.
Clearly there's quite a bit of energy stored up when that happens because you skid for quite some distance.
This has been happening in my game, and like I say, it seems to affect the female Kerbals more
you
than
were
the
saying
males,
as well bouncing along there,
which is really bizarre.
I can't imagine they would have any different physical properties. I would just assume it's just a different mesh or a different skin. Maybe it's just an anecdotal thing. Maybe there's some truth to it. But I'd imagine it's just a different skin. I haven't seen anybody else reporting it, but I mean, we're on an entirely different saved game, on an entirely different installation of Kerbin, on entirely different hardware. Aye, we've both seen it happen.
It seems to be, when you touch the cargo bays and sometimes the command pods.
Aye. Yeah, see it's starting to happen a bit there as well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be gentle.
Ooh.
See it happened there. Jeb's not in the top one, is he? Jeb is in the top one.
Jeb's up in the capsule, aye.
This is frustrating.
Oof. And that's going to happen again. Add a quick load. We've got it saved.
No, I don't think it is going to happen again.
You hit quick save there instead of quick load.
Well, that's quick save again.
Have we got much fuel left? Because we've been burning it like a good.
Actually, no. But I've quick saved, and I really don't mind loading this over and over and over again.
We'll get it right. Sorry, viewers. This might go on for longer than intended because of what's happening. We should be on the way home by now. Should we possibly do a fade out until we're back in, do you reckon?
Possibly. Let's persist, and if it takes too long, we'll do a fade out on the point where you said, should we possibly do a fade out?
That makes sense. Oh well, people might be hearing this bit, I might not. Oof, you bugger.
I pressed the wrong button.
Quick load.
Quick load. No. Oh, what a stress.
Yeah, I think we've slightly overshot our 20-minute target for this one so far. 5 minutes of it has been spent getting increasingly frustrated at hovering around a rocket. Right. I'd be quick on the buttons.
Bloody Jeb's in that one.
For God's sake!
There we go.
Huzzah!
Now, unfortunately, Jeb needs to get out and do some science now.
Does he really?
We'll do the science, and then we'll call it the end of the episode, and everyone can come back next time. Just out of interest, this is the East Farside crater. What's the information we've got in this pod? Oh, it's the East Farside crater. We're just collecting the same information over again.
That doesn't mean that Jeb needs to get out, though, does it?
No, because we've got the information there. Although we'll get slightly more science if we duplicate the report.
That's dangerous, mind. Because I
Jeb's
don't fancy his chances much of getting back in.
Jeb's a male, so he won't have the problem.
It's a good test, I suppose. We'll see what happens. See if he does bounce along like Wendy was there. Cool. It's good that we're bringing Wendy back as well, though. I do like it when we bring people home. It's a good feeling. And he's unconscious.
Yeah, that wasn't a physics glitch. That was just me nutting it at high speed.
Mind, he didn't bounce and rattle along. But maybe slightly different thing happening. And then he does a suicide dive off the top, head first into the planet. Oh God.
Hang on, what was our mission? It's not plant a flag on the moon, is it?
No, it was collect science data.
Collect science data, then we're all good.
Cool.
Turn the engine off, for God's sake. That was me frantically mashing buttons to get Jeb in. Right, because of the problems that we're going to have, we have run over time, so we're going to have to call it a day for this episode. But please join us again. We'll bring this home in the next episode, but we'll have time to start another mission as well.
I went and pick some stuff, hopefully look at some sciencey stuff as well and take it from there. Okay, if you've enjoyed the video, glitches aside and apologies for that, you can drop a like on the video. If you haven't already, you can subscribe, tell your friends, your family, all that good stuff. You can also find me on Facebook at Gonzo Ewok and also at Gonzo Ewok on Twitter. We'll catch you in the next one, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you later.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.